This is End Screen Noise. My name is Colin Dixon, founder and chief analyst at End Screen Media, and today is October 25th, 2018. Well, the way we have received television entertainment in our homes has, of course, been dominated by one provider in most homes. That's the cable television company, and of course joined by satellite and telco later. But those companies really decided the channels that were shown to us in our home. And one of the great opportunities, for consumers at least, with online delivery was that we could pick our own services, and we have been doing that. There's in the US 2.8 services per SVOD subscriber, in the UK 2, and that's a growing number. So we have been selecting these SVOD services. However, there is a chance that we could end up with one single provider deciding which services we can find and which services we don't, because there is a new battle brewing for control of how we find those SVOD services. Now, the one that you know the best that's already in this market is Amazon. Amazon has its channels program where it partners with a whole bunch of SVOD services and resells them inside of Amazon Prime Video. And it has been tremendously successful. For example, CBS, CEO of CBS, says that Amazon has been absolutely amazing in terms of growing our subs, and behind closed doors, SVOD providers are telling me that they're getting as many as a half of their subscribers now through Amazon. So it is a tremendously powerful model, and left unchecked, it could end up really dominating the way most of us find SVOD services, because after all, it is very hard to find all of these SVOD services, and that will be very, very bad for the market, because when one vendor dominates how we find, they really begin to dictate what we find and the terms under which the SVOD companies have to deal with them. So the good news is we are now seeing some competition. First up is Apple. Yes, Apple has talked about getting into television and reinventing the television experience, and finally they are beginning to do something about it. There's lots of rumors out there from very reliable sources that are saying that Apple's TV app is being revamped so that you will be able to buy subscriptions to SVOD services inside of it. And what's more, Apple is putting the $1 billion in original content that it is producing into this app, available for free for users. So there's plenty of reason to actually go in there. You'll actually be going in there to watch that free content and searching for content, and hopefully subscribing to SVOD services inside of that app. Apple is well qualified to do this because they have a footprint of 700 million or so iPhone users, all of which have this TV app. They also have the Apple TV box, which has that TV app. So they're in a pretty good position, I think, to do quite well as an SVOD aggregator. Now, the other company that I think has a great position and seems set up to do it is Hulu. Hulu has really been focused on its own content for quite some time, but it looks like CEO Randy Freer is telling us that he wants to be an SVOD aggregator as well. Talking at the Atlantic Festival, he was asked about what he thought about Disney's impending service, which is upcoming in the end of 2019. And remember, Hulu is going to be under the control of Disney as soon as the Disney deal for Fox assets closes. And what he said was, well, he focused on kids' content, but what he said was very interesting. He said, we can serve them with our content that's kids from across the television landscape, but then also be able to wholesale or bundle in the Disney app or other apps that's going to benefit our customers. So very clearly, he has in his mind that Hulu is not only going to be aggregating service into a subscription service, but it's also going to be selling subscriptions to other services. And it is already doing this. You can already subscribe to the premium television channels, HBO, Cinemax, and Showtime. They have just added Stars. So now with any subscription to any Hulu tier, you can subscribe to Stars for $8.99 a month. Again, Hulu is very well, I think, positioned to act as an SVOD aggregator in the same way that Amazon does. It has 20 million plus subscribers, and of course they are ready to watch TV. When they come to Hulu, they want to watch TV. They're going to be doing searches inside there, and that's a great opportunity for Hulu to sell those subscriptions to its subscribers. So I actually think they're in a better position to Apple with those 20 million subscribers, because not only because of all that TV content, but they have such reach, and people are in a TV watching mood. So I think this is a great opportunity for Apple and Hulu, and we should really be pulling for their success, because it will be very bad news for the SVOD industry and for us as consumers is if Amazon were to come to dominate how we find and how we subscribe to SVOD services. Anyway, we will be watching very closely how Apple and Hulu get on, facing off against Amazon in SVOD aggregation, and you can bet we'll be talking about it here on End Screen Noise. We'll see you again next time.